Well, Queen Camilla has revealed the chest infection which caused her to miss several royal duties was a form of pneumonia. She became ill after her trip to Australia in October and is suffering from low reserves of energy.
Queen Camilla's journey to becoming a senior royal has been filled with public scrutiny and complex perceptions. While recent health rumours swirled,
Prince of Wales has returned to royal duties overnight, joining King Charles and Prince William for a state visit from the Emir of Qatar.
Yeah, now this comes following Queen Camilla's absence after it was confirmed she'd been diagnosed with a form of pneumonia.
the French First Lady, Brigitte Macron, shocked everyone by revealing details about Queen Camilla's true identity. What's the real story behind the Queen Consort? And how do these revelations change everything we thought we knew? Join us as we find out the shocking details the French First Lady reveals about Queen Camilla. A slightly awkward moment. On June 6, 2024, a small but noticeable moment of awkwardness unfolded during a commemorative event marking the 8th anniversary of the D-Day landings in Normandy, France. The day was marked by commemorations of one of the key historical events, but a short encounter between Queen Camilla, 76, and Brigitte Macron, 71, received broad attention. After laying wreaths at the British Normandy Memorial in Vers-sur-Mer, the two women stood in solemn reflection. In a warm and perhaps instinctive gesture, Brigitte Macron, the wife of French President Emmanuel Macron, reached out to hold Queen Camilla's hand. However, the Queen chose not to engage, leaving her arm beside her. Brigitte instantly stepped back, clutching her palms in front of the other as they remained still briefly before being reunited with their respective husbands, King Charles III and President Macron. This innocuous incident generated interest, as interacting with British royalty is frequently accompanied by unspoken rules and conventions. Whereas the official royal family website states no fixed rules for greeting a royal, many people would like to observe some customs. These include bowing or currying. Although a handshake is not inappropriate, it must be noted. Nevertheless, these are just reminders of the sometimes subtle mechanisms of manners surrounding the monarchy. Interestingly, the event wasn't without displays of warmth. Earlier, King Charles III, age 75, greeted President Macron with a heartfelt hug and kissed Brigitte's hand in a charming moment that contrasted with Queen Camilla's more reserved demeanor. The visit to the British Normandy Memorial was the focus of the big day for the British monarchy and the French authorities. This reunion marked another chapter in their relationship, following King Charles and Queen Camilla's state visit to France in September 2023. Precisely for this instance, the objective was to celebrate the tremendous sacrifice for the D-Day June 6, 1944 invasion, which involved more than 156,000 Allied soldiers, 7,000 ships, and 10,000 units. This invasion was a watershed moment in World War II, and it also contributed significantly to liberating Nazi-occupied Europe. Other notable figures were also in attendance that day. British Prime Minister Rishi Sunak and his wife, Akshata Murthy, picnicked at the memorial, joining the Kronbergs and the Macrons. The event held special meaning for King Charles, as it marked his first international trip since being diagnosed with cancer earlier in the year.
Breaking news from Buckingham Palace, which has announced that the King has been diagnosed with cancer.
Following treatment that began in February, the King resumed his public duties in April. He appeared in good spirits as he met veterans and helped inaugurate the Winston Churchill Education and Learning Center. As the morning's activities came to an end, the King and Queen ended their visit to the British Normandy Memorial while the Macrons continued to Omaha Beach in Saint-Laurent-sur-Mer. They attended an international ceremony alongside Prince William, other heads of state, veterans, and royals worldwide. Although there was a slightly uncomfortable exchange between Queen Camilla and Brigitte Macron, the day was mainly a day for paying tribute to the courage and the sacrifice of those who took part in the D-Day landings. It was a quiet, solemn occasion with warm, thoughtful moments interlaced into the historical homage. Has the Queen attended any event with the First Lady before this event? Queen Camilla and Brigitte Macron celebrate literary excellence. On December 4, 2024, Queen Camilla, aged 77, demonstrated her unwavering dedication to promoting literacy by attending the inaugural Entente Littéraire Prize ceremony at the French ambassador's residence in London. She was accompanied by France's First Lady, Brigitte Macron. One for a book first written in French and translated into English, and one for a book first written in English and translated into French. The author and translator equally shared the prize. Notwithstanding only recently recovering from a chest illness confirmed to be pneumonia, which caused her to miss several events in November, Queen Camilla agreed to be present for this momentous occasion. Although she has been suffering from post-viral fatigue, she continues to adhere to her commitments to literacy and literature. In the days before the coronation, Queen Camilla had to cancel all her engagements, such as the performance of the Royal Variety on November 22nd, because of her illness. She also reduced her involvement in the Qatar state visit, refusing some local ceremonial practices but attending the gala and related parties. Nevertheless, her passion for literature remains evident. On the 12th of November, she entertained the Booker Prize shortlisted in the Clarence House, her London home. She also hosted her traditional Christmas tree trimming party at Clarence House, welcoming children from Helen Douglas House and Roald Dahl's marvelous children's charity, showcasing her commitment to charitable causes despite health challenges. Queen Camilla's dedication to promoting literacy is further exemplified by her patronage of several organizations, including the National Literacy Trust, First Story, Corem Beanstalk, and Book Trust. In 2023, she transformed the Queen's Reading Room from an online book club into a charity promoting the benefits of reading. Is there a reason the Queen acted this way? Queen Camilla takes a step back from public duties. Queen Camilla has been forced to abandon several royal duties because of a persistent chest infection, which has kept her off duty for many weeks.
Simply reads, Her Majesty the Queen is currently unwell with a chest infection for which her doctors have advised a short period of rest. With great regret, Her Majesty has therefore had to withdraw from her engagements this week.
The 77-year-old royal reduced her schedule at the beginning of November when Buckingham Palace announced a statement about her condition. The palace reported that Her Majesty the Queen suffers from a chest infection, and doctors have ordered her to take a few days off. In deep regret, Her Majesty has therefore had to pull out of her schedule for this week. However, she is particularly eager to be fit to attend this weekend's remembrance events as usual. She expresses regret to all who may be annoyed or upset. Queen Camilla had to miss the critical remembrance events despite her best efforts. The palace updated the public, saying that following doctors' guidance to ensure a complete recovery from a seasonal chest infection and protect others from any potential risk, Her Majesty will not attend this weekend's remembrance events. Though this deeply disappoints the Queen, she will mark the occasion quietly at home and aspire to return to public service in a few days. Camilla returned to her royal responsibilities on November 12th, attending a literary event. She addressed her illness briefly, saying she was getting much better with a slight cough. This was a hopeful sign that her recovery was underway. However, during her state visit to Qatar, the Queen was forced to adjust her schedule again. She failed to attend the formal ceremony of arrival, arrived by car at Buckingham Palace later, and declined to participate in the customary receiving line. While these changes raised questions, the palace reassured the public that her diagnosis and treatment plan had not changed. They stated that Camilla was simply taking more time to recuperate to ensure a full recovery. Although Camilla was not present at some of the state visit's significant events, she attended the formal dinner, signaling her sense of purpose in carrying the crown pounds when and where she could. Doctors have advised her to prioritize her health, and the Queen is balancing her royal duties with the need to rest and recover. This is not the first time Queen Camilla has needed to go on leave for serious illness. Her health problems have highlighted the exhausting times that come with royal living, regardless of fitness. Fans and admirers keep encouraging her, advising her to spend as much time as she needs to recover completely. What is the cause of the Queen's health deteriorating? Queen Camilla opens up about her health. Queen Camilla has opened up more about her health difficulties as she keeps to a less demanding schedule while the Qatar state visit is underway. The 77-year-old royal, known for her dedication to duty, revealed to guests at Buckingham Palace on December 3rd that her chest infection, initially announced on November 5th, had developed into a form of pneumonia. Unperturbed by her health, Camilla arrived at Buckingham Palace solo for state visit events, looking sunny and in control. She dressed warmly for the occasion and adjusted her jacket before confidently entering the palace to greet her guests. The royal schedule was adjusted before the state visit, with Buckingham Palace confirming that the Queen would not participate in the traditional opening ceremony at Horse Guards Parade. This choice saved her from frigid weather and a possibly uncomfortable horse carriage back to the palace, which can be quite a bumpy ride. She attended the celebrations later in the day at a luncheon hosted in welcome of the Emir of the State of Qatar, Sheikh Tamim bin Hamad Al Thani, and his wife, Her Highness Sheikha Jawahir bint Hamad bin Suhaim Al Thani. She also regarded artifacts related to Qatar as an extension of the trip. Even though the Queen was devoted to attending the high state banquet in the evening, her presence was reduced during her recovery. She was expected to join for official photographs with the Emir and Sheikha Jawahir, but would step away from the traditional receiving line before the dinner. On the last day of the 2-day stay, Queen Camilla made arrangements to attend the farewell ceremony again to maintain her presence while considering her health. State visits, such as this one, are a key component of Britain's continuing development of diplomatic relations. The visit of the Qatari delegation, led by King Charles III, underlines the significance of such encounters. Princess Kate, who has been gradually resuming her royal duties after completing chemotherapy earlier in the year, played a notable role in welcoming the guests. The Princess of Wales, 42, participated in several ceremonial activities, including greeting the Emir and his wife at the Horse Guards Parade and riding back to the palace in a carriage. The return of Princess Kate to public life has been gradual since the disclosure of her cancer in March and the completion of her treatment in September. Although she did not attend the state banquet, her presence at earlier events symbolized her gradual reintegration into royal responsibilities. In the meantime, Queen Camilla has faced her sickness with determination. After the palace's first statement about her chest infection on the 5th of November, she resumed work on November 12th. She even attended a reception at Clarence House for the Booker Prize Foundation, where she gave an update on her health. She shared that she was feeling much better, but still dealing with a lingering cough, making the observation that recovery is a process which takes time because conditions do linger. She went on to say that she was hopeful that she would be on the mend too. Since then, she has missed some high-profile engagements, such as the premiere of Gladiator II on November 13th and the Royal Variety performance on November 22nd, and has instead chosen to stay focused on her health. Doctors have advised the Queen to take each day as it comes simply, and this is reflected in her meticulously planned schedule. The post-viral fatigue she is currently overcoming can last for weeks, so she must pace herself. Despite these challenges, Queen Camilla's resolve to fulfill her royal responsibilities remains unchanged. On December 4th, she will attend the Entente Littéraire Prize ceremony alongside Brigitte Macron, the First Lady of France, in London. Her willingness to adapt her schedule while leading her presence in the most relevant circumstances shows dedication to fulfilling public service while taking care of herself. But how does she strike the perfect balance between her health and the demands of her duty? Queen Camilla adjusts schedule for recovery. Queen Camilla, who has just recovered from a chest infection, is easing back into royal duties with a reduced workload to get well. The Queen had to cancel several events after doctors advised her to take a break and rest. This also includes Remembrance Sunday festivities, which she would usually attend with the King and other members of the royal family, and the planned movie outing with King Charles III. However, the Queen is set to return to public life with a few adjustments to avoid overexertion. Her engagements will be shorter than usual, giving her enough time to rest and recuperate. Queen Camilla will host a reception at Clarence House to celebrate the authors shortlisted for this year's Booker Prize. While she is still meeting with guests, she will limit the time she spends mingling to avoid straining herself. The following day, she and the King will host a reception to honor the contributions of the TV and film industry. At the occasion, Queen Camilla and King Charles will mingle with actors, directors, costume designers, stunt players, and other movers and shakers in film and television. Listeners will also be treated to live performances of famous scores and soundtracks for all productions, while costumes from famous cinemas will be displayed for everyone to see. In contrast to her usual way, the Queen will not attend for all of its duration. Additionally, she has decided to skip the premiere of the highly anticipated movie Gladiator II, which the King will attend on her behalf. According to information from people in the palace, there's no need to panic. The Queen's slightly revised itinerary is more motivated by the need to avoid further disruption following her recent convalescence. Queen Camilla's schedule is designed to conserve energy and enable her to recover fully from her recent sickness. The choice is also described as a thoughtful step to prevent the appearance of being too ill to participate in the dignified Remembrance Sunday commemorations, but still good enough to attend a glitzy film premiere only days later. Her chest infection followed soon after a return from a tour of Australia and Samoa with the King. On the return journey, the royal pair also made a short stop in India. Due to both the travel itinerary and the responsibility of royal duties, the Queen may have experienced quite a strain on her health. So her health is of utmost importance now. While King Charles continues to fulfill all his scheduled engagements as planned, Queen Camilla focuses on balancing her royal commitments with much-needed rest. The palace continues to be optimistic about her recovery and is taking every measure to ensure her health. With this information shared, how will it change people's perception of the Queen going forward? And does it threaten her position in the royal family? Share your thoughts with us in the comment section. Remember to like, share, and subscribe for more. Also, click the next video showing on your screen. You will enjoy it.